Okay, this is Manmis, and now from economics, I will explain the chapter development. Now, let us know what do you mean by development. Development means quantitative as well as qualitative progress. Quantitative progress uh, means when there is economic growth, people income is increasing. Okay, and quality progress means progress in environmental, social, and demographic features. That means overall development. Okay, now social development means where equality prevails, casteless society. Environmental means development of non-conventional source of energy and pollution free surrounding. And demographic component means more birth rate compared to death rate. uh, okay, now these are the things that covered. So development is a huge concept, that means which includes quantitative as well as quality progress. That means both development from economic sphere also, and development from socials and health sphere also. Now next point, that is what do you mean by economic growth and economic development. Economic growth means hike in monetary related matter. That means increase in GDP. GDP means gross domestic product, and per capita income. Per capita income means average income. Whereas economic development means beside economic matters, there should be development in social sphere and also health sphere. Okay. Now these are the thing we need to know from the chapters. Now next thing what we need to know is that what do you mean by development goal. Okay, what is development goal? Now why peoples have different development goals, and what do you mean by development goals? Development goals means a person desire or ability to grow in his or her career. Now suppose for a farmer, what will be his desire? Suppose he is plowing, he is cultivating his land with this plow. Now definitely he want to dream uh, to buy one tractor, because we all know that man has unlimited wants. Each and everyone has his desire. Suppose for a boy who is studying, or a student who is studying, now definitely his aim is to become a doctor, okay, or engineer. So means both, you just see, means development goals for each and everyone is varying. Why? Because peoples have different development goals, because they come from different background. Okay, and another thing we need to know, that is sometime development goal may be change. Okay, now example, a person willing to do higher educations will change his goal and go for employment because of weak economic situations of the family. Okay, now beside income, what are the other things it is required? Now through income we can only purchase materialistic things. Okay, either comfortable things or luxurious thing, okay, or necessary things. But we cannot purchase non-material things, that is things like respects, honors, all these things it is not possible for us to purchase. Okay, now next thing what we need to know is that is how we calculate, means how we compare development of different countries or nations. First thing, we try to calculate through national income. Now national income means total income of all the citizens in a country. Okay. Now we add the incomes, and then we compare it with the other countries. Next thing, we calculate through per capita income or average income. Okay, per capita income or average income means total income of the country or total populations. But through these things we cannot judge the proper distributions of income. Okay, now World Bank has set certain criteria. For example, if the per capita income of a country is 12,616, then it is termed as rich countries, whereas countries whose per capita income or average income is less than 1035 is termed as a low income country. Now next point what we need to cover, that is parameter used to measure development on regional basis. Okay, regional basis means what are the things or the parameter we used to judge the about to judge the development of different state. Now first thing, we used to judge through average income of the state, which we called per capita net state domestic products. Okay, generally it is the per capita income of the state. Then infant mortality rate, and third one, that is the literacy level. Okay, now Kerala, the literacy level is very high, and even the infant mortality rate is very low, whereas the infant mortality rate is very much high in Bihar. This thing you need to know. Okay, now the another thing, human development reports, that is the one of the report published under United Nations development programs. Now what are the parameters they use? They use three things. First thing, about the living standard of the people, that is by calculating the average income, and then about then they tries to see the health status of that particular place. That means they try to judge the life expectancy of the people. And third, they try to see the literacy level. Now these three things they consider in order to calculate the development. Okay, now next thing we need to know about public facilities. Public facilities means, what do you mean by public facilities? Facilities provided by the government for the people, generally the basic amenities. Okay, under it, generally we can say that PDS is one types of public facilities. That means the rationing system. Okay, now why rationing system means, how could you tie up with the development? Because if proper supply of food grains to the poor people in rural areas is supported by the government, then definitely the matter is related to health and nutrition purpose. So it is, health is also one of the aspects of development. Now within this we have to know little bit about calculations of body mass index. That means weight divided by height, weight in kg and height in meter. If the result is below 18.5, then the person is undernourished. Okay, so weight, the unit you have to the unit should be in kg, and the height, the unit should be in meter. Now sustainable development, already you have studied. Now sustainable development means careful use of resources so that they are saved for future while fulfilling the needs of the present. So that means we should use our resources in such a way that it should fulfill the needs of the present generations, and it should be also stored for the future generations for their reuse. So definitely we should go towards more and more use of conventional source of energy, solar energy. Okay, till this much, and again in the next class I will provide you the question and answer. Thank you.